Now, in the cryptocurrency world, a lot of people expect volatility, and today is a little less volatile than what we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. I think a lot of people are on the edge of their seats, wondering, is Liberation Day, is the onset of these retaliatory tariffs going to destroy the United States once and for all? Because that's the lie that they've been fed for the last couple of weeks or the last couple of months here. And, well, we're still here. You and I are still here. These tariffs have not destroyed the world. And I believe people are going to realize that the fear is going to subside and we are going to see some very nice gains ahead. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to be talking about Shiba Inu coin with a 104,000% increase in its burn rate. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, Shiba Inu coin's burn rate is skyrocketing 104,000%. That is a huge increase and actually a really large burn as well. 115 million Shiba Inu coined in its sustained deflationary push, a positive shift, but of course the price is yet to be impacted. So we're going to go over it and we're going to talk about these numbers. We're going to talk about the burns and all of that. But let's first jump into the fear and greed index because we could burn. I truly do believe that Shiba Inu coin could burn 1 trillion tokens. Could burn 10 trillion, and I'm saying T, right? Trillion with a T, and the price wouldn't go up. I think that, you know, the president could come out and he could say that we're going to buy $100 billion worth of Shiba Inu coin, and the price would barely go up because investors are very fearful right now. The good news is fear is subsiding a little bit. And we're ticking back up. Now, we are still at a level of 29 fear, but that's much better than the level of 24 fear that we spent the last 2 days at. And I did go in and I bought some cryptocurrency yesterday. I bought some cryptocurrency the day before, and I am buying when we are in extremely fearful situations. I may add a little bit more today. I have no problem being right on the cusp, but I am using this extreme fear as a definite indicator to buy cryptocurrency. Why? Because if you buy when others are fearful and you sell when others are greedy, it is the perfect recipe to make money in the cryptocurrency space. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. So fear subsiding just a little bit, confidence is returning, and this is very good news. But I do believe that fear is why Shiba Inu coin's price is not necessarily reacting to some of these burns. It goes on to say that according to data from SHIB, Shiba Inu coin's burn rate has increased tremendously, with the project removing 115,890,322 Shiba Inu coin or tokens from circulation. The burn rate has captured the attention of the crypto community. Burning many tokens reduces the supply, potentially increasing prices if demand matches up. Now, over the last week, the project has burned 170 million tokens. That's incredible. So far, 410 trillion, we know that number, and 589 trillion remain in total circulation. Because, guys, there's a drastic difference between millions, billions, and trillions. And, I mean, a trillion is a million. It's insane, the level of difference between those two numbers right there, and which makes it very, very difficult to reduce the overall supply, which is why it's so important that everybody stays encouraging and everybody stays optimistic. Now, one of the ways that you guys can burn Shiba Inu coin is using that link down in the description below for Amazon. Anything that you guys buy, it doesn't have to be bro merch or shib merch or anything. That Amazon link creates it's an affiliate link, creates a commission about 1%. So if you spend $100, you burn about 1% or $1 worth of Shiba Inu coin. Tokens burned in the last 24 hours, 115 million. Well, I guess it's going to pull this up right here. And over the last 7 days, 1.1 billion Shiba Inu coin burned, which is absolutely incredible. And Shibarium does an awesome job of keeping track of all of this and posting all of this out on their website. Now, here's one thing that everybody for some reason right now is writing about, because Shibarium breached 1 billion total transactions. Now, this is the most important part of this article right here if you're interested in Shibarium. Since its release to the public in August of 2023, Shibarium adoption has gone up. This is because the platform grants users access to faster transactions, lower fees, and growing utility of ecosystem tokens like Treat, Leash, and Bone. It does not increase the utility for Shiba Inu coin whatsoever. It does not have any benefit on Shiba Inu coin whatsoever. It is a layer 2 blockchain powered by Bone. It is Bone's layer 2 blockchain, not Shiba Inu coin's layer 2 blockchain. So I do hope that you realize this article is telling you the truth right here. Growing utility for Treat, Leash, and Bone, not for Shiba Inu coin. So I'm not even going to focus on Shibarium here, and the vast majority of those transactions are literally fake transactions. They're just going out there and bouncing numbers off of each other so that they can pad their stats and increase their numbers there, which is pretty messed up. So it says that market data shows Shiba Inu coin has dropped by over 20% over the last week, leaving investors cautious. While others are optimistic that burns will drive the price up, that is not yet played out. This is partly because of the bearish response to macroeconomic uncertainties around President Donald Trump's reciprocal tariff day. That is happening today, right? And it's very strange to me that people have a bearish response to this. And I would say it's not just bearish, right? It is utter shell shock. It is utter fear. People are so darn fearful of these tariffs. And it's the fear-mongering done and the manipulation done by mainstream media that is making people as afraid as they are. We should not be sitting at a level of 15 extreme fear, or yesterday 24 extreme fear because of these tariffs. But people have been lied to and convinced that we are on the brink of economic war, economic collapse, recessions, depressions, and every other bad word that you can say, because they hate the current administration and they want everybody else to be filled with that evil hatred as well. So make a decision, guys. If you believe that the world is not going to end today, it could be an excellent time to buy, and that is exactly what I'm doing. One of the places that I'm accumulating is the KSEC centralized exchange. We can see that Shiba Inu coin is sitting right about 1,250 points per coin today, a major level of support that does continue to hold up. We've got to breach this level of resistance, this descending trend line that has held up since 2021. We've got to breach the 50-day exponential moving average, the 200-day exponential moving average. And we got to do that by restoring confidence into the market and watching that fear and greed index tick back up into the green. Now, I am trading on the KSEC exchange. Yes, it is an excellent place. 100x leverage trades, best selection of meme coins, and the best selection of cryptocurrency that I have seen in the United States. But I am holding my cryptocurrency. Trades are awesome on centralized exchanges, but I am using Best Wallet to hold my cryptocurrency. So you guys get a link for that down in the description below. Very similar to Trust Wallet, MetaMask, all of those other wallets out there. But these guys have additional unique features. It's absolutely free to use, very cheap if you own Best Wallet token as well. It really reduces the fees and all of that. So make sure you use that link and think about it logically. You know, with all of the nonsense going on with Crypto.com right now and the fact that they're voting to reissue 70 billion burn tokens, I can't trust a centralized exchange. I do, however, trust the blockchain. And that is what Best Wallet gives you access to. So make sure you use that link down there in the description. You get links for everything down there. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.